luz y progreso, and honor and respects in the name of the Father in heaven, the Mother of the earth, your ancestors, and your misterios, your santos, your guía espiritual, your cuadro espiritual. This is Sancita Brujo Luis, and I'm doing a video today because I got a few emails on people curious on how I bless objects. And I think I did a video on how I bless candles, and I think the title of that video is called Brujeria, Hoodoo, Candle Magic. I'm not sure, but it's in my videos. But I'm going to show you the hand gestures of what I do. Excuse me, what I do to bless items. And I was going to use first just a regular candle, a lit candle, but I decided to go with a vela de centavo, an emergency candle. So I'm not going to use no prayers. What I'm going to show you is how I bless an object with the 5 elements, okay? And so, and I use this for a lot of my trabajos espirituales, when I'm blessing something, whatever it may be. A lot of people may think that I'm using the 4 elements as used in neo-paganism, or these elements that I'm going to use have been used since the dawning of mankind. The tools predate, 3.6 million to 2.6 million years ago, and these basic tools have been used in Africa, and our ancient ancestors have used these tools, and so we honor these tools as symbols or representative of these elements to this day. So it doesn't necessarily have to do anything with neo-paganism, but it's just the basic items or tools that not just in my tradition but even Catholicism uses these elements, where you will see the chalice or different items. So I'm going to start showing you, because I'm rambling, I like to ramble a lot, is how I bless things. And I'm not going to say no prayers. I'm going to show you the hand gestures and what they represent to me. Okay, so I'm going to bless the candle. And let's pretend the candle, so you can see my hand gestures. Let's pretend the candle was in front of me. It's going to be right there. And let's pretend that I'm blessing it. Let's visualize that I'm blessing it. We're going to use a lot of visualization. The first thing that I'm going to visualize, bless it, is with the power of the energy of air. And I'm going to use this hand gesture, which you're going to see that I'm going to make a sign of a cross. Okay? Very simple. And I like to do that 3 times. And I'm giving it the energy of as above, so below, in the 4 directions. Desde el cielo hacia arriba y en los 4 costados. Desde arriba hacia abajo y en los 4 puntos. As above, so below, in the 4 directions. The realm of the spirit and the ancestors and the material plane. So I bless these items. I'm holding it in my hand, and I'm giving it that energy of air. And I like to do it 3 times. I often close my eyes and I visualize coming from my hand. I visualize my hand being a stick, a wand, a varita. And my hand, just let's go like this, and we're going to just bless it 3 times. After I do that, I like to give it power, give it strength, okay? And the way I give it strength is by using a pointed finger. And I like to hold the object. After I bless it 3 times, I make a circle of protection around it, okay? This would represent, think about this as being a stick, and this representing, like if you pick up a stick, it represents the various branches of a stick, while this would represent a knife, una espada, okay, a spear, okay, and you can see it by this energy is more stronger than this. While I do this, it's more of a blessing energy, but if you notice that anybody points at you, you automatically feel that aggressive energy. It's more of a demanding, controlling energy, while this is more of a blessing, more of a peaceful energy. Again, I'm going to show you in the sideways. more of a peaceful. Okay, all this is more of like, you know, no te metas conmigo. Don't mess with me. You know, I demand you. You do what I say. So it's more controlling. People don't like to be pointed at. So it's more of a fiery, more of a stronger energy, and it represents the element. While this represents the element of air, this represents the element of fire. After I do that, I like to raise it up with an energy of water, and I do cups, like if they were bowls, like if they were chalice, and I like to bring that water energy. And a lot of people think, well, where's the water? Remember that human beings are 70% water. So you're going to visualize you using that corriente espiritual, those fluidos espirituales from within your body, and you're going to raise it up. Then you're going to ground it. And then you're going to seal it with your che, with that prama, with that blessing of God. So I'm going to show you the hand movements. Here's the candle in front of me. Remembering that I'm giving it a softer blessing or of a purifying, healing energy. Catholic priests use this motion a lot. So again, let's start again. I think I did 3, probably more. Then I'm going to seal it with a fiery protection. I'm going to demand it. Place it down. Give it some water element. And then I'm going to ground it. Bring that energy down, ground, and seal it with God's ache, God's mana, la prama, the force. Okay, if you've seen Star Wars, it just came out. Okay, so again, this would represent the element of air. Okay, it's a softer, more inviting energy. This is more of a commanding, a fiery energy, a forceful energy. This would represent a stick, una varita. This would represent like a sword, machete. And you would see it by, you know, if someone points at you, we feel uncomfortable. Our heart skips a beat for a moment. But you think about it this way. This represents the knife in itself. And you're sending that energy. And remember, what you send out, good or bad, comes back to you 3 times. You see what I'm saying? You're pointing, so you're sending it out once. Be careful what you send out because it comes back to you 3 times. You know? So I'm blessing it. You know, el Padre, Hijo y Espíritu Santo. Okay? And then I'm going to seal it with that fiery energy. I'm going to give some water for life. And then I'm going to ground it. And then I'm going to seal with the ache, the prama, the blessings of God. And I do this with a lot of things. There's certain prayers that I do. I didn't use none of the prayers today because I wanted to show you the hand movements, the hand gestures, and they all represent the elements. Again, this would represent the element of air. It's more of a softer blessing. Okay, you know, preachers in the Catholic Church, they do bless. It represents a wand, a stick, an air, okay? And you can see, you're just doing bendiciendo, I'm blessing you, okay? While this is a more of a commanding, I command you, you do what I say, it's more threatening, okay? And again, you're pointing that out. You got those 3 fingers. This represents the knife, the blade. This represents the stealth, I guess, whatever you call it. Okay, so it's more of a demanding. Then the water element, which is, we are made of 70% water. The human body is made of 70% water. So we're using our own spiritual fluids to purify it, to give it life. Then we're going to ground it. Bring that energy down. Okay, as above, so below, como en el cielo y en la tierra, the Catholic prayer. And then you're going to give it tu ache, tu prama, tu bendición, you know, tu maná, you know, your blessing, that force that comes from God, and it's within everybody. Okay, so this is Sancista el Brujo Luis. I'm just showing you basic way of how I bless things with hand gestures. If you have any questions, please leave a question down below. I don't mind answering. Please hit like. Please subscribe. And please share in your favorite social media. Sansista Brujo Luis. Sansista Brujo Luis. Much blessings. Much love in the new year. Santo Sanse.